Southampton went top of the Barclays Under-21 Premier League with a comprehensive victory over Reading. Saints technical director Martin Hunter was able to call upon Ryan Bertrand, who stepped up his recovery from injury by playing 45 minutes. Josh Sims made his first start of the season on the wing, whilst Ryan Seeger started up front. It was his first start since picking up an injury against Rasenballsport Leipzig in first-team pre-season. Ryan Bertrand's return from injury started in interesting fashion. The left-back went into the book early for this challenge on Lissandro Semendo, with Royals men protesting for a harsher punishment. Both sides were unbeaten before this one. Indeed, it was Reading who topped the table at the start of play, but it was Saints attackers who got stuck in early on. A counter-attack came courtesy of a stray back pass from Sean Long, and quick thinking between Ryan Seeger, Jake Hesketh and Harrison Reed allowed the latter to get into the box and hit a fantastic shot in off the post. It was Harry's first goal of the season, and it somewhat opened the floodgates as far as goals were concerned. Reading hit back soon after. Saints couldn't get a corner clear as the ball pinged around the box, and Rowan Leebird was able to head home from close range to bring the scores level. Saints had the opportunity to retake the lead when Jake Hesketh's excellent weighted pass found Ryan Seeger, whose first shot was saved after good control. The second didn't have enough on it to beat the goalkeeper. Ryan scored twice last week after coming on as a substitute against Leicester, going close here. It was all eyes on the referee next as Saints felt aggrieved not to be awarded a penalty. Andrea Novakovic seemingly handling the ball as it went towards the back post. Saints' protest fell on deaf ears, but it didn't matter as a minute later they had the lead back. Another corner from the left from Dominic Gape caused problems, and the ball fell nicely for Sam McQueen to smash home the second and restore Saints' advantage. Sam's fourth goal of the season. He's the Under-21's top scorer so far this campaign. The third goal wasn't long in coming. Again, it was Dom Gates' delivery that caused problems, and Ryan Seeger found the net with a looping header. Ryan came on as a sub in last week's game against Leicester. This was his third goal in just over an hour since returning from injury. Not a bad return. Unfortunately for Saints, the lead lasted less than 2 minutes. Novakovic was able to advance into the penalty area, beat the challenges of Jason McCarthy and Will Wood, and play the ball into the danger zone where the unfortunate Harrison Reed could do nothing but divert the ball into his own net. A goal to remember at one end and one to forget at the other. 3-2 to Saints and less than 27 minutes on the watch. Reading pushed for the equaliser. Rowan Leeburn's header forced a good save from Harry Eisted as the Reading striker went in search of his second of the game. Good reflexes from Saints shot-stopper. Sam McQueen and Ryan Seeger were also looking for their second goals. Josh Sims provided the delivery here. First, McQueen's effort was saved, and despite reacting quickly, Seeger couldn't beat Reading's keeper Lewis Ward. After producing the cross just then, Josh Sims fancied his chances at goal, providing this shot that went inches wide of the post. Josh had made 3 substitute appearances for the 21 so far this season, but was making an impact here, close to his first goal of the season. Saints attackers were running the show, Sam McQueen driving in from the right-hand side and hitting a left-footed shot that went wide with Ward scrambling. At the other end, Saints keeper Eisted had to be alert to keep out this swerving effort as the sides went in at half-time with Saints leading by the odd goal in 5. Anyone who thought there'd be a let-up in the goals after the break was quickly proved wrong. Less than a minute after the restart, and Josh Sims' pace caused problems. A low drive into the danger zone, Seeger couldn't turn it goalwards, but Jake Hesketh could. Saints number 10 had been at the centre of much of Saints' good work in the first half, and now had a goal to show for it, his second of the season. And the third quickly followed. Harrison Reed won the header on halfway, and good link-up play between Seeger and Hesketh. Hesketh beating his man and from the edge of the box hit a low finish to make it 5-2 to Southampton, and that ensured there was no way back for Reading. Saints were going top of the table and they were doing it in some style. Sam McQueen could have added a 6th. After playing a short corner, he decided to run through the middle of 2 Reading defenders and then curled the finish just wide. Saints attackers were playing with confidence. They were even without striker Marcus Barnes, who missed the game through injury, but that didn't stop some electric football. Rowan Leeburn should have reduced the deficit late on, but blazed over when through 1-on-1. Saints face Sunderland next Monday night at Staplewood in a game that sees the current top 2 go head-to-head. That'll be one to relish, but for Martin Hunter, it's all about eradicating errors in play.
I thought some of the attacking play in the first half was excellent, but we've conceded 2 poor goals now. I must sound again like some grumpy coach, but it's important that we don't concede goals like that. So we talked about a couple of things at half-time, which the players took on board to a man, and the second half was very clinical and very professional.
Yeah, I think going into it, obviously we wanted to win the first 25 minutes when it was 3-2. It was a bit of a mad game. I think we could have settled down a bit quicker and stopped them scoring, but pleased with how we played going forward. Just tightened up the back in the first half, but second half thought we were solid.
How important was that goal just after half-time?
Yeah, I think really important. Martin said at half-time, make sure keep the same form going forward in the second half and shore it up at the back. And I think obviously getting that second goal settled everyone down. It's a 2-goal lead, a bit more comfortable and allowed us to play our football.
And 2 for you tonight. You must be pleased with how you performed going forward.
Yeah, definitely. That's one of my targets, talking to coaches about, and to get on the score sheet twice is a really good feeling.
We need our players to be calm when they're under pressure, so we're not going to have it all our way. So Reading obviously played some decent football in the first half, but I thought the players were very calm. I think they were very collected and composed in the second half, and we need more of that. We need players who are going to score. If it was a Sunday paper, we need them to be scoring 7s and 8s and 9s and not dropping below that. And in the second half, that would have been the case.
And there seems to be a real confidence as well, gone top of the table and still unbeaten.
That's right, but the games are coming thick and fast. We play on Monday against Sunderland. They've beaten Manchester City, so we need to be at it again by the time next Monday comes around.